Oh, hello. Welcome back to this episode of What Do You Want to Cook? I'm Chef Chris Holland here in our Astoria, Oregon studio. Our next guest, I'm very excited, is the Executive Director of Clatsop Community Action. Clatsop Community Action, or CCA, oversees the Clatsop County Regional Food Bank, housing programs, energy assistance, and veterans programs. Please welcome to What Do You Want to Cook, Viviana Matthews, the Executive Director. Thank you very much.
Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
So Viviana, we've known each other for a number of years.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I've always been curious. Like, it seems to me that what you do with CCA is like it's not your, I mean, to me, like from my perspective, it doesn't feel like it's your job. I feel like you are and represent CCA. Tell me about that. Tell me a little about yourself. Like, how did you come to be part of the social service organization that is Clatsop Community Action?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. And I gotta share with you that my husband is probably extremely jealous that I'm on this side of the counter and not on the other side. So thank you. How I became, my story is so complex and diverse, I guess, just because I felt that I did not look out for social services. I was not looking into going into social services. Social service found me. And it found me in so many different ways, but the most critical, I think, it's when in 2001, and I always refer to 9/11 because such a historical day. It's either before or after 9/11 or before or after pandemic. So that's why I remember 9/11. I remember this incident, this accident. I was on the freeway in downtown LA getting off the freeway. And then there was I got into a huge accident. Somebody hit me and my car broke in half. And this homeless woman, she came running to me and helped me. And I remember the only thing that I remember was the feeling of floating. I was not in pain. I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't understand her. I couldn't comprehend anything. The only thing that I just remember was her face. And then she asked me for my cell phone. And I know that she asked me for my cell phone because I saw her holding my cell phone. She was probably calling 911. And she was guiding me with her hands on what to do in terms of turning off my car. So I went to the hospital. I never saw her again. I never tried to look for her either. And then years later, I always thought of that. I always thought of her face, and I always thought of that incident, remember. And I felt like social service found me to repay what she'd done for me and for my daughter in those few minutes. So I always think of her, and I'm just here to, help others and also be helped by others. So that's how I got into social services, I think. And also my husband helped me. He found the ad in the paper for Head Start, and I was hired at Head Start, not knowing anything about social services here in Clatsop County in early 2002. And I was hired, and actually I had the privilege of working with Lori for 10 years at the Warrington Head Start in Astoria. And then I moved on to being a case manager at Clatsop Community Action.
That's amazing history. Can I ask, you've joined us for a number of dining events over time. You seem like a foodie, and
I love what you do as a chef. Yes.
It's always been you seem a little mysterious to me. Where are you from originally?
Well, I was born and raised in Buenos Aires, and I came to the state when I was 20, right out of university, and yeah, I was raised there. Mm-hmm.
And you're also
I'm half Japanese. Yes.
Half Japanese.
Yes.
I'm fascinated by the I've always said Nikkei cuisine, but you said Nisei.
Well, Nikkei cuisine is correct.
Okay.
But a person, second generation person, is called Nisei.
Okay, I get it. Okay, second generation. Okay, generation is Nisei. The cuisine is Nikkei.
Nikkei, yes.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It was. Tell me about that really quick. So I understand completely. I haven't dug into it too much. I have a friend in Reykjavik that his restaurant called Monkeys actually features Nikkei style cuisine with a Nordic twist to it, and it's like, what are you doing?
I want to try that.
I want to go there again. Like it's been a minute, and the food is so crazy and delicious and colorful and beautiful and all these things. Okay, so am I correct saying that there's a Japanese influence in South America?
A huge influence.
And how did that happen? Do you know the history of this?
Yeah, not the total history of it, but I do know that a lot of Japanese people escaped Japan either before World War II or during World War II because of their beliefs and also because of Christianity. They were highly persecuted Christian people. So they left Japan and a lot of them end up in Argentina, in Brazil, in Peru. So we have a lot of Japanese, Chinese, Korean in South America.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really food. Well, I'm a food guy, right? So it's kind of like that's what's super fascinating to me about that. So I got to ask you, what do you want to cook?
I want to cook so many different things.
Okay.
Today
we're gonna have to trim it down.
Today we're gonna have to trim it down to spring rolls.
Spring rolls. Okay.
I am a vegetarian, so hopefully we can keep it that way.
Oh, we'll go vegan. Let's go vegan. And we're really just gonna assemble things. We're gonna put them together. Yeah, awesome. So we talked about the briefly on the phone. I put some things together. I took a little overhead shot before you got here. So if right there, now you can see it. And so what I picked up, I went to the Astoria Co-op, as you do.
Don't we all?
Don't we all? And got this. So they had red butter lettuce. All right. So we got to get some extra little shots here. So we'll get so everybody can see that. All right, here we go. And here we go. All right, so we got some red butter lettuce. All right. They did not have Thai basil. It's kind of specific, and it really mostly grows out of Hawaii, so they probably don't sell enough to bring it in. It's a tropical. So regular basil, Italian basil, mint, limes. I had some of these purple radishes that I pickled a couple days ago for a tasting menu.
Those look delicious.
So I figure we have some left. Scallions, I like that little bite in there. So a little bit of scallion. These little cucumbers.
Those are Japanese cucumbers, no?
Yeah. Well, they call them Persian cucumbers, but
but they're Japanese.
They're Japanese. They're adorable, by the way. And we are going to make a nak chom or a mak chom because we're not going to put fish sauce in there, right? So that's going to include the serrano peppers. We're going to make a quick, simple syrup, but it's not. It's twice as much water as sugar. All right. We're going to use tamari instead of soy. It's gluten-free, which I just do that because why wouldn't you? And then it's going to have raw garlic, but it's going to get the hot liquid poured over all of these things, and it's going to kind of permeate. So the idea of this sauce is that it's tart, it's umami, and it's spicy all at the same time. So we'll dunk our spring rolls in there.
Well, that's who you are, right?
A little
bit of everything, yeah.
Don't tell anybody.
This is very funny. Not funny, but it is to me anyways. My husband is the one who makes spring rolls at home. So I've never done it, but I want to surprise him by doing one. And because I think sometimes I feel like I will get frustrated with them. With that, but
I think we'll make like 4 or 5.
Okay.
And I'll do a little demo. And then you can make the rest. You'll be an expert.
All right.
We're doing like professional spring roll wrap.
There you go.
Excellent. We're going to get into that in just a couple of minutes. Folks, if you're enjoying our content, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Follow along. Catch up on all the shows. We appreciate your support on this. We're going to make some spring rolls with Viviana Matthews here in just a moment. We'll be right back. My name is Chris Holland. For the past 25 years, I've had the privilege of calling Astoria, Oregon home. It's a place that's authentically reinventing itself and bringing about new life. And it's all happening through the incredible people that live here. They're making a difference, one meaningful act at a time. And that's not just an Astoria story, is it? It's a common thread intertwined through every thriving community around the world. Whether it's a small town or a big city, it's powered by its people. Folks dedicated to putting good out into the world. Now, what do you want to cook? We're bringing these stories right into my kitchen. This show is about connecting with the heart of the community, no matter where you are. We'll cook dishes that tell a story. We'll explore how these guests are making a difference. And we'll discover together why these moments of connection are so vital in today's world. It's a cooking show, a talk show, and a celebration of good people. So, what do you want to cook? And what stories do you want to tell? All right, welcome back. So, I think it would be important to start with the Nak Cham, or we're calling a Mak Cham because we're making it vegan. Again, Nak Cham, or a Vietnamese dipping sauce, would have fish sauce in it, okay? So, we have, this is super simple. We're literally going to put a quarter cup. I don't write any of this down, so make sure you pay attention. We're going to put a quarter cup of sugar. Okay, this is an organic cane sugar. All right.
Did you get that at the co-op too?
This one I got from my friend Chef Costco.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Chef Costco? We buy it in bulk, so
okay.
yeah. Okay. And then twice as much water. All right. So we're just going to put that on the stove. We're going to bring it to a boil and just go from there, all right? I'm just going to give it a little tiny stir. So if you were going to make like a simple syrup, something like for a cocktail or mocktail, you would use equal parts sugar and water.
Or a cake.
Or a cake.
The frosting.
Right. This is going to be just twice as much water as sugar, all right?
So why do you use this sauce instead of peanut sauce that we always see at restaurants?
You know, it's funny, and you're going to see an upcoming episode talking about how I'm paranoid about. Actually, you're not going to see it. You're going to have seen it before you watch this episode.
Oh.
I'm paranoid about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I'm a believer in two knives because of cross contamination. There's so many allergies out there, and peanuts is like the number one. Most probably deadly. So I generally speaking try to avoid peanuts in the kitchen.
That's a very good.
So and then and I get so busy and it's just me and like I have this fear of giving someone anaphylaxis. Yeah. I don't know, maybe. So anyway, I talked about in the show how I use two knives, so one for peanut butter and one for jelly, so that I never mix the two. Anyway, there you go. That's the gist of it. All right. We're going to need, so I am going to use, so these are Serrano chilies. You could use something hotter. I honestly will use, I like to leave the seeds in there. And I'll tell you what, while we're doing that, let's get some shots. Here we go. Let me make sure we're good. Okay, food shots as we go. Just leave that right there. We're gonna plug that in later. Don't forget. All right.
It's running out of battery.
There we go. All right. So, so these guys, we're just going to use. I'm just going to kind of gauge. I broke my normal recipe down substantially because we don't need, a half a gallon of Nak Cham. So I'm kind of guessing on what I normally use for the chilies. All right. And so we're just going to kind of chop these up a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to put these in a bowl.
Are these the seeds the ones that are very spicy?
They're pretty spicy.
Okay.
We're going to leave some seeds in there. If you were going to use like a Thai chili, one of those, you might want to take them out.
Okay. It's
going to be pretty hot. I think that we might only really need one chili. Because we don't have that much liquid. So I'm only taking this white part out, primarily because it's a little bit bitter.
So the spring rolls are pretty famous here. Like a lot of people get them from your restaurant. So when did you start making them?
Oh, I don't know, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Now, you have to know, though, that we haven't been serving that for a couple of months. So we might do it again sometime. But right now, we're doing this.
Right,
yeah.
right.
But, you know, I started off with, again, it's like this solo mission.
Mm-hmm.
I try to only, you know, what can I do just me and the prep and the amount of time I have? So I started off with, okay, I'm going to focus on beef, chicken, and tofu, beef, chicken, and vegan pho, and beef, chicken, and tofu banh mi. And then I will, if I have the time, I'm going to make these and we'll just offer them like verbally.
Right.
Right? Or we'll put a little sign up.
So
whatever.
why such an influence of Asian cuisine in your
I know.
in your book?
Oh, you're interviewing me now.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. I get
That's
it.
a social service worker at
People
heart.
want to know. No.
Always want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, hang on one second. I'll tell you. Okay, so we have, I suppose we should get a little, we're going to pop over. We got a little of our...
So the sugar is almost...
The sugar's dissolved.
Almost
Yeah,
dissolved.
you want to make sure it's dissolved.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't end up with this grainy.
I always thought you have to use wooden on metal, but you do it metal on metal.
It was convenient.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to turn that off. Okay, in here, let's put our chilies into our bowl. All right. I have some raw garlic, and I'm feeling like it's too much. Let's go with a teaspoon. Okay? So that was just one serrano chili, a teaspoon of raw garlic.
Yes.
Again, quarter cup of sugar, half a cup of water. We boiled it. We're going to add 4 teaspoons tamari.
Okay.
Okay? We're also going to add the juice, here, I'll hand these to you, the juice of 2 limes.
So do you want me to choose it?
Yeah, I'll give you a
Yeah,
squeezer.
don't you have a squeezer?
I have a squeezer. Wabang.
There you go.
The juice of 2 limes.
We just
see,
need-
she knows. You got to put it in her that way.
We just need the vodka.
Yeah, we could make Mark Chom Maritas.
There you go.
Mark Chom Maritas.
Oh, that's another business adventure.
That's a good idea.
I'm going to do 2, right?
It's a good idea. Yeah. You know, that'd be a side hustle or for later.
Oh, for later.
Yeah.
That's right. Just do.
All right.
All
Juice
right.
of 2 limes. All right. There you have it. Okay, now in there, we are going to put...
So it doesn't matter that it's boiling hot.
No, it's actually going to help
Oh, yeah, to infuse
infuse everything.
Yeah, got it.
So that's why, you know, so we still end up with like, the chilies will still be green, which is nice. I like the, you know.
The color of it. So,
The color,
so
yeah.
pretty. Look at this camera.
Oh,
It's
look at that.
Wonderful. Look at that.
That's good stuff.
Smell divine. Absolutely divine. Yes.
Okay, for the moment, I'm going to put this down in the refrigerator and let it cool down. All right, now, so, Clatsop action.
Yes. CCA.
CCA, which
Right
we're going to
here.
refer to as
On my apron.
CCA.
That's right.
And I think the umbrella is very, it makes a lot of sense because you oversee, or your organization oversees a number of, I guess, could I say sub-organizations? Or
Programs.
sub-programs,
Yes.
all right? So the Regional Food Bank is the first one that comes into my mind. So tell me about the
Right.
Regional Food Bank.
Yeah, more like, instead of programs, more like departments, right?
Okay.
Just because the regional food bank, it is such one of the most important departments that we have. All of them are important. However, food, we're not able to do anything without food. You know, human beings, we need food, right? So the regional food bank serves about 35% of the population of Clatsop County. 35% of the population of Clatsop County. We deliver approximately between 1.3 and 1.6, let's say 1.5 million pounds of food yearly to Clatsop County residents. 80% of that comes outside of Clatsop County. 80%. That's huge. We feed a lot of people in need. A lot of people in need. We have many different programs at the food bank, such as we partner with backpack programs. You know what those are?
No.
So
Tell me.
Yeah, the backpack programs is essentially a backpack or a box that students that are very low income take home with them over the weekend because they might not have enough food for themselves over the weekend. Talking about peanut butter,
Right.
some of those things go into those backpacks.
Yeah.
So we have the partner with backpack programs. We partner with between 20 to 25 community partners, such as churches. They have food pantries at their location, and people can go directly to the food pantry, but all the food comes out of the regional food bank. And we have food pantries, partnership with food pantries all over Clatsop County, from Napa to Swanson, Seaside, Warrenton, Astoria, all over. Yeah, we do a lot at the food bank, and we just help mainly what it is, helping people with food. Mm-hmm.
Do you dig into food education or teaching teaching cooking or food preparation, or what to do with things that might seem might be normal to
Mm-hmm.
you and I, but might seem obscure to other folks?
With those programs, we count on partnership. Like, we have a partnership with OSU Extension here in Clatsop County.
Okay.
They come to our regional food bank and do a cooking class with ingredients that people get from the food bank. And then that goes on, on YouTube, and people can watch that and watch it from all different places to see what they can do with the food they receive from food bank. Prior to COVID, we used to have a lot more classes and whatnot, and we're trying to get to that point again, going back to offering classes and offering nutrition classes. We do partner with Providence Seaside Hospital. They do a nutrition class at the food bank and whatnot. So yeah, we're trying to do the umbrella with what we can. Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. All right. Let's pop back to this for a second. So we're going to do a little bit of prep, just so we have everything ready. It's going to be really important to kind of have all our prep. We're going to use these spring roll skins. Now, you can find different ones at different shops, and some have both. This is my kind of favorite Rose's brand. Mm-hmm. It's a spring roll skin made from tapioca flour, water, and salt. Okay. There is plenty also made of rice paper as well. So different countries might use different styles. All right? So you asked me, I never answered your question. Sorry, I wasn't avoiding it.
Do you still remember my question?
So not to generalize, I'm not trying to generalize Asian food because it is so diverse. Mm-hmm. We have this alternate kind of organization known as Chef Out of Water. So we help to facilitate chef exchanges globally, where chefs have the opportunity to go and travel and learn from other people. Well, while doing this, we have taken, and I've gone on trips with chefs from Australia, Portugal, the US, Poland, to Iceland, to other countries. And we've been to China a number of times. Okay, so I got really into kind of the Chinese cuisine. And I'm not talking about, if you've never been to China, but you enjoy Chinese food, it's not the same thing. Chinese food in America is not the same thing as Chinese food in China. It is crazy. It is diverse. It is, and it just keeps coming. And there's so many different dishes. Now, that family-style concept of enjoying or dining together and sharing food is the same. But the diversity of the food and the crazy flavors of things would not be as approachable as they are to Americanized Chinese food.
Right.
Now, that being said, our previous kind of incarnation, we were doing Vietnamese street food. So pho, banh mi, spring roll, and a couple other things. Well, it all started really with my background. I hadn't ever been to Southeast Asia. I'd never been to Vietnam. I'd been to Malaysia, so I've been kind of the edge of Southeast Asia, but like Malaysia, and that cuisine is not the same. It's also diverse. However, my background is in French cooking. Okay, so I know how to make and build broths and stocks. I'm really familiar with it. I think it's one of my strong suits. Okay, and I one day had some leftover. I had some remaining beef from an event that I did, and I said, you know what? We were doing a different menu here, and I thought, you know what? I want to make pho. I enjoy pho. I could eat pho for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I want to create my own pho just out of my own brain without being influenced. Like, so we put out a pho special. I made enough for like 10 orders. That was it, right? And power of social media.
Yeah.
It was gone and sold in half an hour. So we did it the next day, sold twice as much. Next day, sold 3 times as much, and so on. And we said, okay, we're going to throw the menu out. We're going to be a pho place now. So in the meantime, I started studying up on this style of cuisine and the relationship and the history of the French influence in the Vietnamese cuisine, building broths and stocks and things like that. And ultimately, I have now been to Vietnam a number of times, Cambodia, Singapore, back to Malaysia to study more and to eat more. And I've taken people there. And I have found the main thing was the diversity of pho. It's no one place.
Right.
No one has the same pho. It doesn't matter where you eat, in the south, the central, the north of Vietnam, or here at Next Event, they're all completely different.
Right.
So does that answer your question?
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Woo!
Very good.
All right. Now, do you want to cut stuff?
How do you want me to cut it?
If you would like cut. So we're going to cut it long. Literally, we're going to cut the ends off. We're going to cut strips, and we're going to end up with strips. Like, I guess batonnet would be the
Got it.
the traditional size of that.
And these knives are super sharp.
Right. It probably could use a little love right at the moment, but it is pretty darn sharp.
How am I doing?
How are you doing? Good. Perfect.
Is that good?
Yep. That's perfect.
I'm not as fast as you are.
Yeah, I got to capture that on camera. You're lefty.
Very much so. I'm not able to do anything with my right.
That is a ambidextrous knife. You know, there is a knife company that makes one that has a right and a left.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got just a slightly different shape, so it's more comfortable.
You know, I have 2 brothers and 1 sister, and all of us are lefty, well, except my sister. So I never really growing up, I never had an issue with anything until I went to school, and then I realized, oh my gosh, there's a word out here that I do not recognize.
Right, you feel like you have to sit on a particular spot at the table to eat. And
yes, for sure.
All these other things.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work. Okay, why don't we just cut these about the same length as the cucumbers.
I would love to see how you cut it.
Yeah. I'm just going to put them about the same, right about there. Okay, save the ends. I'm going to go ahead and I like the bite of the white, but I'm going to trim it down so there's not quite as much.
That's great. You know, speaking of the food bank, while we were talking about it, I forgot to mention that September is Hunger Awareness Month, and we are having an event, an open house, free to the public, at the Regional Food Bank on September 20th. From 11 to 3 p.m., we'll have live music, and we have a barbecue, and we have a lot of games for kiddos to play. And it's just going to be an open house, and it's free, as I mentioned, free to the public. Great sponsorship. So I just want to make sure that people know that September is Hunger Awareness Month.
Hunger Awareness Month.
Yes.
All right. I don't know if this episode is going to come out prior to that.
That's
but I'll tell you what I could do is I could pull that clip out and send it to you, and you can use it. We'll use it on social media.
Oh, that'd be great.
How about that?
That's fantastic.
All right, yeah, let's do that. Good idea.
Do you ever have an episode where you think, yeah, this is not going to air well, so we're not going to do it?
Not yet. And today's not that day either.
I was going to say, oh, I'm the first one.
Today is not that day. This is going to be awesome.
I like to be first ones, you know. I'm the first Latina executive director in Clatsop County.
You are?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm the first Latina in my, well, I was going to say my husband's family. I think so. Yeah. It's always good to be first. Don't you agree?
It's good to be
first. You've been first a few times.
And sometimes a little ahead, because we joke about there's a few things we've done over the years that were maybe too soon. Like they could work now, but they didn't work then.
Oh.
I don't know.
But then they prepare you for now.
But they prepare you for now. No regrets.
No.
No regrets. You know, we actually started. We had a thing years ago, which was like it was a successful yet failed experiment. Okay, so we turned our first little restaurant into a space called Bistro L'École.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea was we're going to bring culinary students out of one of the top schools in the country, and they are going to run it. It was small, 7 tables. We'll bring 3 students, fresh out for their externship, fresh out of Scottsdale Culinary in Arizona. One will be the head chef. Mm-hmm. One will be the front, the waiter, and the other will work volume through Baked Alaska, through our big restaurant. And then they'll switch. So the idea was like, I thought it was genius at the time. It was fun. Mm-hmm. Whether or not it worked, no, it didn't work. But we learned a lot from that.
Yeah, and also probably the student learned a lot from that.
They did learn a lot from that. And you know, nonetheless, I mean, everything can create mm-hmm. Some sort of long-lasting influence.
That's right.
Right? Whether or not you felt like it was successful at the time. So
that is true. That's what we do at CCA. Every day is something new, and we learn from it. Yeah. We learn from our mistakes, and we make it better. That's what we do.
Right.
So I noticed that you are always looking for the next business. So do you consider yourself a chef first or entrepreneur first? Which one is first? Because you are entrepreneur.
I want to be able to live my life, and I want us, my wife and I and our daughter, to be able to live our lives. Live our lives. I feel like this has been 100% of my life in the restaurant business. Again, no regrets. It has been awesome, and I love it. But what I'm looking for is how can I take all the little joys of all those last 25 years and celebrate them, experience more of them, and none of the other stuff that kind of weighed you down.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
So
especially,
I am looking for how can I do that? So you know, I don't want to. I'm not grasping at straws. I'm committing like this. I'm committing to this show. Mm-hmm. You know, and if a year from now it's not working, okay, so maybe we'll think about that again. But I'm going to keep doing it, and I think like I'm really getting I feel like it's I'm becoming a better person, surrounded by people like you, or talking in conversations with people that like dedicate their lives to doing good in the world. You know. But
that is the full circle, though. Once you figure that out, it's beautiful. Yeah.
So in the meantime, you know, we're doing dining events and we're doing pop-ups, little catering. We're doing the Liberty Gala coming up, catering that, and we've been working on movies, doing film catering and craft services, which is really fascinating. But yeah, you know, we're doing things that we want to do. We're living the life that we want to live, I guess, on our terms. You know, because I want the next 50 years to be as awesome as the first, but maybe not so much pressure all the time.
Right.
I want to chill out. Yeah. I want to try to relax. You know?
And that's because you're doing what you love.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because people like you and I, we're so fortunate to do what we love. There's so many people out there that are mandated, or they have to do what they're doing to survive, right?
Right.
But
they feel like they have to.
They have to.
But there's other things that you can plug in as well that can bring you joy.
Well, as an entrepreneur, though, you're so used to being uncomfortable with new ideas or new ways of doing things, right?
Yeah.
So you're okay with that, but not everybody's feeling great about being uncomfortable. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, maybe we can inspire.
Yeah.
Maybe we can inspire.
Now, this is gonna make me uncomfortable because I see Kyle doing that, and sometimes
it's gonna be good.
He doesn't get frustrated except when he does the rice paper. Then he's like, frustrated.
You have to.
Very, very quick.
You don't want to get it all like wet at the same time. We're gonna do one at a time.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's do one.
Okay.
And then while you're executing perfectly when you do them, I'll ask you another question. I have another question.
Okay.
Here we go.
There you go.
Here's the deal. You need to get them wet. All right. You can either put them in a bowl or run them under the faucet. This is probably less wasteful as far as water goes. Okay. So we're going to get them a little wet. Now, okay, it's fully wet. Now, we're going to start with here's how I do them, is we're going to start with the lettuce. So this is red butter lettuce, right, on the bottom. I feel like we're going to put quite a few things in here. So I'm not going to do too much lettuce, right? We're going to do some, now I didn't really prep this, but we really just have to pick leaves off, so it's no big deal. Basil, again, most Thai basil, at least in this part of the country, comes from Hawaii. So it's not, a lot of stores don't sell it because...
Unless you grow it yourself.
Right, in a greenhouse. Like you need that tropical environment.
Yeah, we grow basil.
Okay, mint. All right, let's do a couple of scallion. Okay, let's do a couple of, actually probably get away with just like one cucumber.
Why do you call them scallion and not green onions? You know, English is my third language, so I'm asking.
I don't know. Scallion just rolls out like that. Just, I don't know, rolls.
Is it because you want to sound sophisticated?
It does sound fancier. That's for sure. It is fancier.
Yes, it does sound fancier.
Do you know Katrina Sturgeon?
Why you know Katrina?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
So we had this discussion about. I said we made a chickpea curry on the show, and I simply suggested that if you couldn't find chickpeas, use garbanzo beans. Okay, so.
What did she say to that?
It took her a second, but she got there. Okay, so we're going to roll. Okay, now, what I was thinking is that we could put like maybe like 5.
Oh, now that's different.
5 of these pickled radish in there, right? Okay,
so you
have to kind of hold it. We're going to fold it up, all right? Okay, now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll a little bit, okay? Now, then we're going to put in tofu. All right, and we're going to roll the rest of the way. So you can see, which is cool, when we present it.
That is absolutely beautiful.
So we have radish and tofu, all in the same. Now, I didn't talk too much about this. I never really use tofu right out of the package, okay? So what I do with this, to make it extra delicious, is, I'm going to start one for you, first of all, I use extra firm tofu, okay? I squeeze the liquid out from the package, okay? It's like a sponge, right? Tofu kind of can soak up the flavors that you want it to soak up, okay? Because generally speaking, it doesn't really taste like much, all right? Okay, I'll let you go. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
So what I do is I squeeze the flavor out. Then I use it as a sponge. I'll mix together like sesame oil, garlic, ginger, and tamari. And I will kind of press it and let the liquid soak into the tofu. All right? And then I'll just let it kind of sit there for like an hour. I'll flip it over, maybe partway through, put it in the fridge. And then come back and I'll slice it and then I'll just sear it off. So you get a little bit of color, you get some extra flavor in there. So it just makes for lack of a better term, it makes the tofu a little more exciting.
Right. Yeah.
So there you go.
Not everybody can eat tofu just straight out of the box.
Let's see. Hang on one second. Almost there. You gotta let it. It's like the sweet spot. When it starts to become kind of transparent, then you can go. But if it gets too far, it'll stick.
Then it'll stick. Okay.
And then here we are, right? Okay. Almost there.
So that's the trick. Now
that's the trick. Right, the rice papers I would say are harder. They're harder to work with. They're like thinner and they're kind of this kind of gummy texture. But these tapioca ones
are better.
Okay, I think you're good.
Okay.
All right. So nice. Try to get it tight from the beginning. Yep. There you go.
I love this.
Yeah, nice, right?
Yes.
I often will use like a daikon carrot mix. Okay, now tofu.
And I just do perhaps 2?
Yep, 2's good. Okay,
sufficient.
Fold the ends in a little bit.
Like a baby's diaper?
Sure. Like a burrito, a baby's diaper.
I haven't changed a diaper for...
Someday though, you'll probably get to do it again. I'm guessing.
No, that's what we have kids for, right?
Yeah, right. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Perfect.
Is it? Look
Yeah,
at
that's
that.
great.
Hey, this is my first one
Oh,
ever.
wait, here.
Oh my
Hold on,
gosh. I'm so excited.
Let's capture that moment.
Yes, Kyle. I got it.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now we go.
Perfect.
Yeah, nice. Okay, now you have to prove it. We're going to make a couple more.
Okay, then. So there is no side up.
No, there's no.
But they're both different textures.
As far as I know, there's no side up. I've never differentiated between the two.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you tried both sides?
You know, I haven't really paid attention, to be honest with you. Which one might work better? That's a great. I really don't know the answer.
Oh, look at that! I broke it.
That's all right. Here, go again.
I'm fired.
You got to go again. There we go. So while you're doing that, so Clatsop Community Action. Okay, let's talk about it again. So we talked about the food bank. Tell me about energy assistance programs.
Energy assistance, one of our second largest program for Clatsop County. So we help to low-income household with their electric bill, gas bill, pallets. And most of our clients, most of people who receive energy assistance are seniors, over 65, on a fixed income.
Okay.
And they still get their electric power, electric or gas or whatnot. There's very little reduction for them. So, I forgot it meant.
I think we forgot these in the last one.
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so it helps about, 25% of the population of Clatsop County with energy assistance. It's a very demanding program, and people, it's not an entitlement program, which means that, you have to reapply every year.
Okay.
Every year you have to reapply. Entitlement program means that you don't have to reapply. You just get it once and you continue getting it, right?
Okay.
So,
So you have to go back and reapply each year.
Each year, yeah. And usually people apply at the fall.
Okay.
Right, October, November. And and that helps with their electric bill. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That's excellent. I mean, I think that could be, especially the seniors, right, that are fixed income, Social Security. That can really dig into their
absolutely
ability to at least be comfortable, right? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not very comfortable with the edges.
It'll be all right.
This doesn't look very good.
Okay, well, let's go again. We're gonna do. I think after we do about 30 more.
Oh, is that right?
We'll have it
You'll have it done. I can start selling them at Sunday market.
Yeah. You could start a.
You
could start a booth, spring roll.
And all the proceeds will go to the veterans programs.
There you go.
The veterans programs it's a program that I'm extremely proud to have it at CCA. So we are contractor for the county. The county receives the fundings from Oregon Department of Veterans, and they pass the funding to us to be able to hire a veteran service officer who helps all veterans in Clatsop County with their health claims.
Okay.
Their benefits that they are entitled to because they serve our country. And we help all veterans in Clatsop County, which we have about 4,500 veterans, more or less. And we have one veteran service officer with an assistance to be able to help the veterans to get their benefits, their health benefits, their income benefits, anything that they are they qualify for. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was one other. What was the other program?
Housing program. Yay.
Housing program. Okay, that seems like, from an outsider's perspective, there's multiple housing there's not any one definition
Absolutely.
to your housing program. So
Yes.
tell me about how diverse it is and all the different.
The housing program that we have, we call it, there are two different categories. Homeless prevention, helping somebody stay at their house, and then we help them with the rent when they qualify for it. either for 1 month or up to 10 years. And then the other category is rapid rehousing, which is helps some of the homeless in Clatsop County with shelter, such as we have the Columbia Inn and we have Esperanza. But those are the two different, and during the, under the homeless prevention, we have many different rental assistance programs that comes through the state and federal funding.
And, but you have some more immediate, that was good. Apparently I didn't charge the battery on that one. I swear I did all that earlier. That's right, I have a backup iPhone.
There you
go. So, Class Community Action, most of your programs serve immediate needs. Would you say that's correct?
Absolutely. We are emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're mainly emergency. And we also do resource and referral. We have a lot of information from many different services within county and outside the county. We have great partnership with our hospitals. You know, when you had Chris Lehman, you talked about the vaccine clinics.
Yeah.
So we partner with them and to be able to offer interpretation services and also meals to all the attendees and whatnot. So we do a lot with the community partners, with both hospitals, with the county, with public health. We really work in a collaborative way to be able to meet the need of the community and come with different resources, come with different solutions to so many needs here in Clatsop County. This county is extremely resilient. I've never worked in a different county doing social services, so I'm not able to compare, but I'm very, very proud to be part of this team. Absolutely.
This place is it's incredible to like live here and all the things that happen.
I'm extremely lucky to be here. So
I feel the same way.
Don't judge my
No, I'm not
roles.
judging it. No, I was just making sure they weren't sticking. Okay, so now
am I hired? Am I hired?
100%. When do you want to start? When do you want? Okay, let's do a fun little.
I like doing dishes.
Okay. Let's do a fun little garnish. What I was thinking is that let's just do. And then, Jennifer's here, so we got to make one for her.
That's right.
She's over there somewhere, maybe behind the camera right at the moment. All right,
She's
so we're going to make one for her.
Executive producer.
Executive producer. Okay, so we're going to make her plate here in just a second. Actually, why don't you cut these two? I'm going to get another plate real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll save one for her.
There you go.
Okay. Here we go.
These beautiful colors, though.
I like this radish. Is a good.
Oh my goodness,
that was a
it's
good
beautiful.
idea. Okay.
Did you say you got it at the co-op?
At the co-op, and then we pickled it with so we have a new apprentice in our kitchen, so we've been kind of trying to teach new things, but for a tasting menu, and I have a like a house red wine vinegar that I started using. It's where our leftover wine goes. So I always just keep adding leftover wine. So I add water, bring the alcohol content, and keep adding. Anyway, it's a whole process, but we use that to pickle these radishes.
Oh wow!
It's super fun.
Oh, that's the the dipping sauce.
We got to have that. All right, we'll give it a little stir. Let's see. Let's go for it. All righty. Okay. Put that over there. We got our dipping sauce.
Oh, you need one more.
Here. Yeah, we'll make her one here in just a second. Okay. And then you got to have a little more, just because. I mean, why wouldn't you? We have it.
Beautiful presentation.
You got to have a good presentation, right? Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
You gotta hold that up. Huh? Viviana Matthews,
That's
expert.
Right. First time ever.
First time ever.
Not the last time.
Not the last time.
That's right.
That's awesome. Good. Well, let's take a bite.
All
See
right.
how it tastes. They make you happy? Is it unlike any spring roll you ever had?
It's better.
Oh, it's better.
Better. Thank
Well,
you. That sauce is.
Except for the ones your husband makes, of course.
Well, we're not going to say anything about that, are we?
All right, we'll take a little.
Delicious.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. This is going to be good.
It's good, right? That sauce is so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. Yeah, that sauce is what makes it, right?
I'm glad I didn't put more chilies in it. I think it's just like, just
no,
right.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Yeah.
You got to, there's recipes, then you kind of got to go with your gut sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Viviana,
Yes.
tell me about your team. Tell me about your people that you surround yourself by.
I'm so glad you asked me that. It takes 45, we're 45 employees at CCA. It takes 45 people to do what we do well. And I wouldn't be able to do my job without my team. And sometimes I wonder if when people receive a rental assistance or energy assistance, if they really think or they really, look into the idea of what it takes to bring that funding or to bring that program into our community. And most likely they don't, just because they are in an emergency mode, right? But it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of hands that we don't see. The people, our clients, our participants mainly see our case managers, our front desk. But the people behind all of that are exquisite and are so into the programs, are so into our community, that we work so hard to be able to deliver programs that are, equitable, and they're just great people overall to care for our community. So it takes a team of 45 people to be able to do what we do. And admin is just a few people, just four people, the admin that, is able to bring all those programs and have programs that we are proud of. All of us, all 45 of us, are very proud of the work we get to do. Absolutely.
I've always felt like, now I'm not comparing, what I do to what you do, like by any stretch of the imagination, but I always felt like to be successful, like when what you do needs a team, what you do requires a team. I always felt like to get where you need to get, where the end result, to keep progressing, it like surrounding yourself, and in my business, chefs have huge egos, and restaurateurs as well, but to be successful, you need to surround yourself by people that might just be more talented than you, better at this than you, and that is what makes it all work. You got to find the right people for the right position that all can work together for the end result, right?
Yeah.
And not be afraid if they can do things that you can't do.
Absolutely. That's why you have, all different kind of resources and whatnot. When I was hired, and I told my board the only way that I can do quality work is by surrounding myself with smart people and talented people that are able to do the work and help me to carry on the agency. So yeah, I work with very smart, very savvy people.
That's excellent.
And I learn from them every single day.
Right? I think it's important, right?
Every single day I learn from them.
Is every day something different?
Every day something different. And between you and I, there's not a lot of differences. Because when you open your doors to the public, you want the people to feel comfortable, eat well, and feel loved by that 2 hours or wherever they're here from.
Yeah.
The same thing we do. We want to make sure that people feel welcome to come to our agency when they need it and receive a service that they need. So, yeah, we're there to make people happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
Not so different.
I was just thinking that maybe we should shoot a follow-up to this episode and shoot something in your kitchen at the Regional Food Bank.
Oh, we love that.
We could do something cool using the stuff that maybe people aren't familiar using.
Yes.
What do you think?
I would love that.
Let's just set it up. We'll just
Yeah.
make it like the
Let's-
episode after this. We'll
Let's
just
do it.
that.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yes.
That's
It's
a good
deal.
idea.
It's a deal.
It's a deal.
Yes.
It's a deal. Folks, you heard it here. If you're enjoying our content, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I hope you're enjoying what we're doing. We want to spread the word and spread joy about what people do out in the world, whether it be what they do for a living or what they were called to do, what they do in their spare time or volunteer to do. That is what we are about, in addition to some cooking tips here on What Do You Want to Cook? Viviana Matthews, thank you so much for joining me today in the kitchen.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you would like to add?
Yes, actually. So, you know, I am the executive director at Clatsop Community Action, but I also get to be a Rotarian, and I
Yeah.
belong to the Astoria Rotary. And we do so much work in our community for our high school students that are going into college, for our parks and our community to make it better. So check us out.
Rotary.
Yes.
Check out your local Rotary.
Yes.
Okay.
Very proud to be one.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
We have some really interesting spring rolls. I look
Yes.
forward to eating the rest of it. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something today. And we'll see you next time
Thank
on
you.
What Do You Want to Cook?
Thank you. How is it? I gotta
Great.
wash my head.
All right.
I just throw it away.
It doesn't